what he was aiming for, right? And this guy here is saying he was responsible for his own death. So Oshadu Jackson, whatever you say on your channel and it pisses someone off and they come after you, are you responsible for your own death? The words that comes out of your mouth and you speak them and someone else get offended by it and they come and attack you and assassinate you, are you responsible for your own death? That's just kind of crazy to me, right? It's crazy to me that you can speak words and because someone doesn't like what you say, they assassinate you and then you're responsible for your own death. That's kind of crazy, right? That's kind of crazy. When you look at it that it's not a terrorist group, they're not a control regime over a country, which you'll understand if you have the people under a regime and you're saying some crazy stuff. People are going to rebel. Yes, of course. But he wanted to talk with any and anyone that can refute his arguments. And because you don't like what it's not like you can't talk to me, putting up walls, I have security, I am the big bad man, I'm the regime, power. Whatever you say, you're going to jail. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to annihilate you. He's not saying none of that. He's saying, I welcome your opinion. Let's talk about it. Right? That's kind of crazy.
That's number one. That's the first thing. But guys, it gets worse. You actually have people in the military doing the same thing. If you're celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, you're a bad person. You're going to hell. Fuck Kirk. The off-ramp to the high road is closed. We are not going to be made to feel bad about y'all bullshit hero that consistently spewed harmful rhetoric, that consistently put people's lives in danger with the bullshit platform that he was given by all of you racist This has nothing to do with conservative versus liberal. This has nothing to do with Democrat versus Republican. This has nothing to do with the left versus the right, because that's what y'all going to prop it up as. And the alleged suspect is an old...
Interesting point.
...white guy. But I bet the mainstream media won't be talking about white-on-white violence. They won't be talking about gun control. They're going to say there was an isolated incident by a lone shooter. And they're going to hold off the identity for as long as they can, and it's going to end up being a white guy. But we're not talking about these dangerous white men that just decide to get a gun and just start killing people. We're not going to be gaslit to feel bad about a terrible person. Is what happened to him sad? Absolutely. However, that guy. I don't condone what happened to him, but guess what? God's timing is always right. Good day. So this guy is
That's kind of crazy that he says God's timing is always right. So, are you telling me that God told this active shooter to go up on the roof and take Charlie Kirk's life? You think that's the work of God? Clearly, something is wrong with this guy. He's saying the devil's work is God's work. God is nothing but good. The devil is evil. And that's just what it is. So you're calling evil good. That's kind of crazy to me, right? And that's what I'm trying to highlight in this video.
Actually a big time TikToker. He's also active in the military.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You heard what he said. He has his own opinion. Okay. But then again, we're going to go back to what we're talking about, family. And again, I'm not selling out or anything. But if you were...
It's funny how he has to mention that so many times. Because he's scared of losing his audience, his viewers. He's not selling out. It's kind of crazy. I just say what it is. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, I don't care. It's crazy.
For the U.S. military, at least right now, you work for Donald Trump, okay, you're in the Secret Service, you work for conservatives, and you put this out here, what are they going to do? Look at what they're doing. I'm going to tell you exactly what they're doing.
Let me know what they're doing.
Look at this. They're finding your pages. They also find your wives. They find your kids. Okay? They're doing this on a page called The Libs of TikTok. Alright? And this guy is in the U.S. Navy, allegedly. Okay? People are commenting on this. As a retired Chief Petty Officer, U.S. Navy, this sailor needs to be at a minimum counseled. He uses his active duty status on his account, so regardless of him saying the views are not reflective, he is putting a bad image of the United States Navy out there. So,
is that a fact? I think he is representing the U.S. Navy in a bad light. Right? With either administration, the liberals or the Democrats or the Republicans. There's no difference.
But then, what they do is this. Good morning. U.S. Navy SecWar. PO1 Petty Officer First Class, that's the guy, I believe his name, appears to be celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk. This seems like conduct unbecoming. So they're going to look at this. They're going to see that video. That guy's going to get put on leave. He's going to get fired. Okay? But then there's another guy who does the same thing.
I swear I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about this.
So you have this guy who is laughing, a military officer, that Charlie Kirk is dead. Again, can't tell nobody how to feel. But again, when you work for somebody, you work for the government, you work underneath Trump's administration, okay? Because right now he is running the country. You should be careful about this. If you work for any conservatives right now, you should be careful for them. Even liberals. People are getting fired at MSNBC, liberals. So not only will you get fired from conservatives, if it's too harsh because nobody wants that backlash right now, you'll get fired. Okay? This guy posted this. What did they do? They found this picture of him right here. Right? Look what they said. Blank was born in Columbia, South Carolina, and is earning a Bachelor's of Arts degree in sociology. He received an active duty assignment into the chemical branch and will attend Chemical BOLC at Fort Linwood, Missouri, blanky, in Hawaii, all that stuff, right? He has plans to become a real estate manager. So they're knowing all of these things about you. They even find your own personal pages. So he's in the Army, as we can see. He has fingernails, so I don't know if he is LGBTQ. It could appear like from some of his stuff he posted, he might be. But again, they're trying to find you, okay? Look what they says. Live with TikTok. This POS laughing at the assassination of Charlie Kirk is an Army officer stationed in Poland.
What does
He
POS means? I kind of have an idea. But let me know in the comment section what that means. I kind of have an idea, I guess.
Needs to be exposed. Okay? This is what's going on. Now again, not every black person feels this way.
We don't serve the same God. You don't serve the same God as me. Anytime you can get online and celebrate the death of a man who gave his unsolicited opinion just like you do. To fix your mouth and make jokes about this man losing his life. This man was a husband. This man was a father. But to sit up and laugh and make jokes about it when you do exactly the same thing that he does, which is give your unsolicited opinion that nobody asked you for, there's somebody out there that don't like you either. There's somebody out there that don't like your opinions. There's somebody out there who would do the very same thing to you. So to sit up and laugh at somebody who only gave the opinion regardless of if you agree with it or not, thinking that it's okay for somebody to take that person's life and sit up and laugh about that, you don't serve the same God that I serve. A lot of y'all wonder why y'all life is so messed up and why you have the problems that you have. It's because you ain't got no God in you. You don't serve a higher power, and it shows. A lot of y'all are demonic. You have some evil spirits. I never listened to Charlie Kirk like that. I would see his stuff come across my timeline every now and then with his controversial takes, but I've never seen anything that he's personally done to justify somebody doing this to him. There's nothing to justify doing this to this man, regardless if you agree with his opinion or not. My prayers go out to his family. This is just a messed up situation, but it goes to show you just how far people will go when they don't like what you're saying.
Now, again, people are...
I mean, she has a valid point. Like I said early on in the video, you know, you can have family members that say their opinion, people don't like it. Does that mean they should be assassinated or killed for it? You let me know. Because people are laughing and cheering it on and say it's well deserved, which is kind of crazy to me. So when your family member has different views and someone else doesn't like it, should they go and do that to your family member or to your brother or to your sister?
Or leaving comments, only people with mental illness are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death.
They're not wrong. Only people with mental illness will be celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. It's true. Because something is wrong up here. There's something definitely wrong up here. You're unconscious and you don't even know it because you've been programmed to be intellectuals and be on medication, to be on all this kind of crazy thing that keeps you from being present. So you're in your thoughts, you're in your imagination. And that is actually mental illness because you're not conscious of what you're doing. You're unconscious and you're being driven by evil spirit that have made a home inside of you.